Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here I go. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Europa game. So it's now 2021 where I am, which is awesome. I think it's 2021 for everybody now. Yeah. Okay, that just sounds weird then. Okay, well, I'm bored, so I'm here a couple minutes earlier than when I said I'd start the stream. So we are playing as Florence. Now we're in Tuscany, and we're on our way towards Italy. We just conquered a lot of land from Naples, and we have a potential coalition to form against us. So this is going to be fun. We do have Austria as an ally. Austria, Hungary, Bohemia. So let's see how this goes. Looking forward to playing some of this. Milan is no longer a valid rival. Okay. I can't do that yet. Oh, I also don't need counter-espionage versus Milan anymore, now that we're no longer technically rivals. Could be rival, though. Morocco. Yeah, let's do Morocco. Because why not? The odds of us getting into war with Morocco are relatively slim, at least right now. If we want to form Rome from Italy, we will have to invade North Africa at some point. But I don't think we're there yet, considering still have no idea how I'm supposed to punch my way into Milan. Italy, Milan, allied to Burgundy, a couple other people, but more importantly, Austria's emperor. Not in the empire. Your issue. See how this... I think we're probably going to have to do it by attacking one of Milan's enemies and calling them that way, but it's going to be tricky. Oh, Morocco's no longer a valid rival, just like that. That was fast. Before I go on you. The issue here is obviously the Ottomans are not going to be particularly happy since they're allied to those guys. We're definitely going to have to invade Iberia, though, if this keeps up with Morocco's expansion. Considering we are 4th in the world in military power, I think we're pretty good. Allies. I think we only have one ally, basically, which is Austria. Oh, no, we are allied to Aragon, actually. Not that they're going to be of immense help at the moment. This was what I was worried about, though. Aragonese-Napoleon unification war. To be fair, we did steal most of Naples, but still, it's going to be a problem. Some claims going. There's almost nothing I could do to stop Aragon from reinvading Naples. Medici Oriental Press. The objective of printing Christian works in Arabic. Gained a monopoly by the Pope to print books in foreign languages. Interesting. Well, that was a pretty big important event then, if it was doing printing press. I did do a Japan guide. It's a little out of date, but I think it should still work. Although the audio and stuff in it is pretty bad. Yeah, I could do a Japan guide again at some point. Japan is not easy to play in, though, to start out. It's a very touch and go beginning. You either succeed big or you fail big. Also, if anybody notices a difference here between the end of last stream and this stream, like stuff like ships being built, I did like 3 days of gameplay just to try and move a diplomat around. Nothing happened. Basically, I wanted to see if I could have any allies, because I have massively offended people in my area. Some of these people were over 50. Aggressive expansion. Thankfully, I'm large and strong enough with Austria that that isn't an issue. This Austria-Hungary, though, is going to be a real problem. Naples is a junior partner of Aragon. I would say support their independence, but we kind of just went to war with them, so they hit us. Be a bit self-serving to get them independence at this moment. I would like an alliance with France, but too many relations and I'm allied to Austria. You know what, let's put one of these guys on threatening countries, which will probably do Ottomans and France. Oh, it's no need to be worried about being late to a stream, trust me. Rosie is fine. I just held and petted her a little while ago. She was quite eager to get down though, but I avoid getting scratched, so that's progress. My cat is not what you'd call obediently friendly yet. In fact, you'd say pretty much the opposite. Why couldn't I have had this earlier? We just got 2 free stability. I had a mission to get stability. Why couldn't I have had it earlier? Oh well. Moderna tax of 8. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll see some crown lands. Tax of 8 it said. Okay. 8. We are doing admin ideas, but let's get the mission done at least. Because now I'm building a navy. Speaking of which, navies and stuff. I don't really need these monopolies. I should be able to do some more trade upgrades, right? Be able to upgrade this at some point, right? Nope. Worldport, Naples. I could probably make Naples. Oh no, I already have 3 world ports. Fair enough. Okay. When you go a week between, almost a week between playing a game and then playing it again, sometimes you forget the details. Milan. If you want to form Italy other than Florence, Milan is probably really good. Yes, Castile controls some of Bosnia, which I'm going to have to kick them out of at some point. Venice is also a viable choice. Although now in the most recent patch, Naples is probably pretty easy to form Italy with, because you get, what is it, like 80-90% of the time you get a free release from Aragon, and then if you take over Sicily, you're really powerful. But also you can just freely smash the Pope as Naples. I'm kind of disappointed you can't form Italy as the Pope. I mean, it makes sense to some degree, but it's also, you know, they should really be able to do that. For those of you curious, we are the 6th ranked great power. We are almost as large and powerful as the Commonwealth. Just in Italy, though. I can't wait to break out of Italy. Once we get going, this could be a really fast expanding game. If we can get Italy and form it, then we get all the Italian ideas. And militarily, if we do that, the goal will then to be recreate Rome. Which I should be thinking about where I can go now. I'm just waiting for the AE to die down. Which, it's going to take a little while. We did just seize a fair amount of land. Did we? 14, 30, 46, 56. We stole like 50, 60 development in that war, if not more. No wonder everybody dislikes us a bit. I think we're going to go tech rather than idea. The rest of the admin idea is pretty bad. My gameplay right now. Rival Morocco again. Hopefully Morocco gets weak again and then we get this power projection boost. My New Year's was relatively quiet. It was just me and my family at home. I don't know if you guys know this, but I did move back to my parents' house when I thought I might have caught COVID, and I just haven't moved out again. Just because there's always that little bit of worry living with people who are constantly working. Roommates and stuff work out of the house. Or my they're still my current roommates, but I'm not living with them. So it's just me and my parents, which was very nice. Austrian conquest of Dalmatia. So it was just me and my parents. We watched White Christmas and stuff. That was a bit more towards Christmas, but we had a quiet evening, which is nice. 2 people and a cat. Or 3 people and a cat. What does Africa, Americas and Africa look like? Well, I don't really know much about them yet. Looks like Portugal's got Mexico and Florida. Looks like Cuba is going to be Dutch and English. So the Caribbean, Dutch and English. There's a little bit of Colombia down here. The fact Colombia got its independence from Spain early on is going to drastically change the balance of power in South America. Assuming they don't die to Holland. They might die to Holland. Still, an independent nation from Europe would be really powerful in South America. Soldiers' households, I think we're good. Okay, our ruler died. 434, 53, 145. Or we can get a 433. This would cost us 25. Global condition. This would cost us 15. This would be a higher one. I'm gonna elect this guy. Austria took over Dalmatia. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I really like Austria, but they're gonna be an issue. Creek, not Creek. I have Federa on our side. Rosie was actually my grandmother's cat way back when. Way back when, earlier last year. Let's say last year. My grandmother just couldn't take care of the cat anymore, so I ended up taking it. My grandmother is quite elderly at this point, so. Plus I like cats. But when I got Rosie, she was basically feral. So that was exciting dealing with a feral cat, just saying. If you've never had to deal with a feral cat, they don't trust you at all. Quite sad and scary. Hey Black Cat, nice to see you. Let's make some states here. Okay. Won't and won't. We can actually afford like super high level advisors right now because we're so rich. I think are we the richest nation? We're second in the world in income, probably. Second or third. Some might be larger, but we have less expenses. This is a really good start for Italian nation. It could be a little bit better, but still. Pretty happy with it. I just need to figure out how to break Milan. Montferrat and Trent, Verdun, and the only one who's not in the empire is Burgundy. Technically, I could attack them, but they're allied to Austria. Are they allied to... No. Why would Austria defend them? Oh, Austria's probably defender of the Catholic faith. That's gonna be it, right? Yeah, Austria's defender of the Catholic faith. Ugh. Nice. We've got a lot of Diplo power. Let's spend some of it. You know what I could do at this point is just make put on every single state edict for development, because I can afford it. I should do that next time. Next time we have to do that again, I'll put on the edicts for cheaper development. Is Rosie sleeping? Yes, Rosie's in the sun. Hello, Anu. Nice to see you. Nice. Manchu games always seem to be going well for a while, average. I think you'd find it would gotten worse. Manchu is not an easy game. I can actually see Rosie in the sun. Switched out on one of those window shelves. She's still adapting to my parents' house, which is fun. Poor cat. Getting adapted to one household, then moving, and then having to get adapted to another one. I really do feel kind of bad for her. Or I would if she hadn't tried to claw me to death when I moved her. Let's up the development in Florence so we can get this final one on this side. Yeah, so we need it to grow by 15. What are we at now? 12 times. 3 times. Oh, okay, we can do that. I'm not going to spend admin on it, though. We'll wait. We'll spend military. In us, they trust. Nice. Should be mission done. 25 trade power, production efficiency plus 50, and tax plus 50. This is going to probably make this the single most valuable province in the world right about now. Especially once I get rid of the monopolies on wine and stuff. Yeah, six a month. Or 6, this is a year, right? Anything else that gets close? Actually, Constantinople is higher. 8. Yeah, but compared to something like Paris, it's really valuable. So we just let it build up, I guess. Super mercs. I don't think we're ever going to use mercs this game. Nice black cat. Can I form Italy? No, I cannot form Italy. What I need is Milano up here. I cannot get to it. Trust me, it's just as frustrating for me as it is for you, if not more, because I really, really want to take them out. That would, if I can conquer all of Milan's land, I will be golden. The issue is both the Defender of the Faith and Emperor problem. If it wasn't for Austria, we could probably invade. Because Burgundy is a joke. Actually, Burgundy may die at some point. Because we still haven't had the Burgundian inheritance event, I don't think. We've got to blockade Morocco so we keep our thing above 50. We already did AQ. Who's our other rival? Burgundy. Have we done that? Have. Okay, we're going to insult them. 60. Enlarge the university. Seems like a good idea. Yes. We have 54 in innovativeness, which is pretty good. Will I colonize the Americas? Probably not. That one province, Italian state, is actually my ally at the moment. And yes, I have wanted to kill them, but right now I've kept them as an ally to counterbalance Milan a bit. 7k troops right now, that in an area that I pretty much know, a country this 7,000 troops from a country in an area I know pretty much will not be attacked because I own everything around them at this stage of the game is very valuable. Why I'm keeping them alive. Also, at some point I should probably be able to simply annex them. Once their cores wear out here in like 30 years, they should be vulnerable, or more. Like 100 years, they should be just vulnerable to just vassalizing and annexing. Easier than fighting multiple wars. Provoke livestock. 20 gold a month with level 4, 3, and 4 advisors. I say I've got some money. We're not going to have the obscene amount of cash we had, though, when I was doing the monopolies. But over time, we'll get back up there. At least we've managed to avoid a war. A coalition war. Oh, yeah. The borders in Spain are thanks to me. I smashed Castile. And I helped Aragon, so... Austria's asking me to help them conquer Ragusa. Austria gets all the free claims down here. Knights, Portugal, and Morocco. Okay. The Knights are down here. We actually want to put this as a claim, I think. I think we want to invade there at some point. Where is my baby? I've got 10 transports, 28 heavies. I think I can probably take Malta. Just saying. Malta will fall to my might, and hopefully Austria will give it to us. Now the issue is because I'm in a war with the Emperor, though, I still cannot attack Milan. Ugh. That's the problem. I basically have to wait till Austria loses a war or has so much war exhaustion they will not defend the Empire, which is basically until they go to war with the Ottomans. Once they go with the Ottomans, I may have a small chance. But the odds of me being in that war are pretty high. Oh, Morocco, isn't it? I'm going to say I actually want a Moroccan province. I think once we take Malta, we'll sail over here, and I'm going to try and get myself into Iberia, if at all possible. Innovativeness. Form revolutionary Italy. Ugh. The other one province nation in Italy, this is my vassal, and these guys are in the Empire, so I can't. That's the easy explanation, average, why I'm not attacking them. Okay, Malta has fallen. I need my other fleet. Where are you? You to there as well. Oh wait, I forgot to pick up my I forgot to pick up my army up here. That's just dumb. Get on there. If we can get out of Italy to North Africa, we will grow almost exponentially. North Africa right now is the real prize for us. A quick upgrade of ships. Oh, our ruler guy died. 8, 7, 5? Oh my gosh, that's awful. We're gonna choose that guy. Those guys are horrible. How do you get more manpower? Well, slack recruiting standards. Always be drilling your army if you're at peace and you're not about to be attacked. You can do a summon the diet, and sometimes the nobility can give it to you. Or you can grant the nobility the increased levies privileges, which, although if you, as slowly as you weaken the nobility, you'll get less manpower from them. But it's giving me 8 manpower from that right now, which is kind of nice. Early on, it's very useful. Build yourself, my navy. Let's see what the... Actually, yeah, let's wait on the states, because I can't revoke any land right now. Okay, the ships are repaired. We'll move 18 at a time. We should have the strongest fleet in the Mediterranean at the moment. Ferry over these other 10. Go for their... Morocco. Morocco was guaranteeing the independence of steel. Very interesting. Very strange. Kind of stupid, but I guess they wanted to stop Aragon from conquering more land. Grr, you didn't get anything. Didn't get anything. How dare you? Austria is not particularly good at giving provinces to their allies, I've noticed. Didn't cost us much anything. You're getting tons of innovativeness this game. Okay, cannons going from iron, cast iron to chambered demi-cannons. Cannons now actually matter on the battlefield, which is great. Oh yeah, I left the Empire. Some of mine are idle, some of them are not. It fluctuates. I've got them on auto stuff, so they leave in, basically I've set them up to handle allies, threatening countries, and outraged countries. Like, the Ottomans actually really like me at the moment. I cannot beat the Ottomans in a war. I could call in Austria, but this is the wrong time to attack the Ottomans. They're still in their heyday of power. Maybe in 50, 60 years, I could attack them. Tech-wise, they are right up with us. Piece of paper. Two more to get admin ideas done. And that will unlock multiple policies, some of which we can, most of which we will not use. This. What else can we spend money on? Tax buildings, yeah. Trade buildings, manpower building, probably. Oh, we can spend a lot on manpower buildings. Awesome. We might be able to form Revolutionary Italy. We could also potentially form Revolutionary Rome, which if you've never seen it is horrifying to fight. I've just got to get Rome, which is done twice, I think. Because it's such a long game. The heck can I expand, right? I don't think I can expand anywhere at the moment, sadly. Tunis might be my best bet, but I don't have any claims on them, and I can't make any. Aragon controlling Sicily is a real problem. But right now they're allied to England, France, and me, and so England, France would crush me. Kind of just, this is Italy, half the game is just pinned in between people. I mean, I could technically do a no CB war, but that would just get me in trouble. Turn all these off. Only put them on so that I might be giving them during the war. Leaving them on can affect diplomacy. She should always turn that stuff off. Have I done an Ottoman playthrough? I've started several Ottoman ones. I don't know if I ever finished an Ottoman Let Play. Not recently. I haven't played Ottomans here. Ish. Probably. Not that I don't like the Ottomans. I just... When I play the Ottomans, I basically nowadays have to go for a world conquest. And world conquests used to, on my old computer, get super boring, so... A lot of that. At least we have good manpower recovery because we did plutocratic ideas. There we go. Admin ideas. Our admin tech is, well, as you can see, heavily discounted. It's like, what, 50% off almost. Okay. EQ is no longer a valid rival. What a shocker. Let's insult Morocco. Oh no, we can't. Let's insult Burgundy. Already insulted them. Who else can we rival? France or England? I don't want to rival either. I mean, I really don't. I guess we'll just sink below 50 power projection for the time being. First, second, so we're basically the world leader in everything at the moment. First nation you should play is probably the Ottomans. If you're brand new to the game, do the tutorials. Obviously watch me do some of the gameplay. Then do the Ottomans. Don't try and expand rapidly. Just expand slowly and safely. The Ottomans are probably the strongest nation till about this point in the game, so you can become pretty huge. Don't underestimate the Mamelukes early, though. If you're trying to do the missions, Mamelukes can be pretty powerful early on. Oh, bother. What the heck do I want? I guess admin power. This is ridiculous. 319 power for 1 year ahead of time tech. They're just super wealthy. When can I do anything? Ay, ay, ay. It's killing me just being stuck here doing nothing. Of course, Naples is now loyal. I could ally someone like Tlemcen and try and join them in a war and get given one minor Tunisian province. Worth it though. Probably worth trying, to be honest. If I can get outside of Europe, I'm in great shape. I've already checked, by the way, before I started this, if there was any like charter company stuff I could do. There isn't. Just quite frustrating. Basically, I want all of their coast at some point. You gonna call me to arms? Please call me to arms. I don't think I can offer to join wars, so. They may not call me to arms because they're already winning, though. I like it if they called me to arms. Yeah, they're not going to call me. Darn. Oh, we're one over our Diplo slots now. Although, actually, you know what? I'm going to do a new no CB war on, I think these guys. Let's see, what's my aggressive expansion? The one who really cares right now is Milan. Oh, but they don't count. Yeah, we're gonna do a no CB war in Tunis. I don't usually do no CB wars because of the repercussions. Yeah, okay, we pulled that off. No coalition forming. Now, all we really need here is one single Tunisian province. Then we can start our conquest. Ideally, it would be Tunis. The odds of us getting Tunis, very slim though. Passing my soldiers. Huh. The occupation color between me and Tunis, when you zoom in, is the difference is almost imperceptible. Okay. Me and Tlemcen, rather. Now let's go grab that province if we can get there first. We didn't. Ottomans got our darn. Keep giving up my people. Government is struggling though. Depends on how much tech or ideas cost. Like, if you're, if the tech penalty is like, what is it, like 10 or more from behind in tech, like, or sorry, not, for not having an institution, it's worth taking ideas. Otherwise, you want to be, if you're more than 2 years ahead of time in tech, you want to take ideas. Basically, buy tech until you've caught up in time, and then buy ideas, which is usually why you focus stuff. Wow, we've gained and lost a lot of stability this time. And obviously, if you fall like 20% or more, like an institution is 20% expensive. I'm sorry, I'm just babbling at this point. Basically what I'm saying is if the institution penalty on tech is like 20% or more, It's worth trying to dev the institution unless you're going to get it soon. You really should not pay for techs that are 10% more expensive than what they are. 20% is definitely do not do. Obviously, there are exceptions. Like if you're going to get like the second defensive idea or complete an idea group, might be worth getting the idea before the tech. But that's rare. That's when the benefits are really strong. We are going to get that. We are so close to be able to create a vassal out of these guys. Vassalizing them would be perfect. Okay, the last thing we want to do is offend the Ottomans. There we go. We're going to take Tunis and Susa. War of Tunisian aggression. Yeah. That's us being a bit aggressive, but we have now successfully escaped Italy. Make it sound like a movie. Escaping Italy. Getting out of Italy, considering how penned in we've been, is a major accomplishment. I may not be able to break the HRE till the Holy Wars really kick off. At least Milan is not Catholic anymore, but they're still Emperor. Austria. Austria's still Emperor and still willing to defend, which sucks. Yes. Also, raise these. We could assign them to the trade company, but that does give us one of the requirements to forming Rome. Tunisia, Carthage. Surprised there's, not like a historical modifier on like Carthage and Rome. You'd think there would be. I mean, there is the Sistine like chapel stuff here. And the Vatican Library. But you'd think there'd be something more impressive about Rome. Other than the conquest of Rome. Like 5% cheaper development for historical center of population or something. They could have easily done that. Yes, if you're leading in the tech, you want to take ideas. As always, if you're new, defensive ideas is usually the best idea group if you're in wars. Like, early on, up until about right now in game, 1600, defensive ideas are stronger than ideas with discipline and stuff. Although, to be fair, if you max out discipline at any point in the game, you're doing really well. We've got our next idea group is probably going to be quality for the discipline and everything else. Could rival the Commonwealth. I'm going to stay allied to Tlemcen here, just because they're allied to the Ottomans. The last thing I want the Ottomans to aid them in a war to kick me out of North Africa. This is, sometimes you use allies not because they're at all useful to you, but because they prevent them from attacking you. It is a legit strategy. There we go. No, that's bad. Some disputes affecting my government. You guys shouldn't be fighting. You should be ruling the Republic together. Stabilize it. So long as you're above 60, you don't get horrible events. And if you're above, I think it's 80, you avoid middle-level problematic events. Okay, this guy's... I was going to worry that this guy might die out and be annexed by Castile, but no. Although, if he does die, does this guy break free? No. Even though there'll be a new dynasty on the throne, it is loyal. Interesting and annoying is what it is. Interesting and annoying. Those. Funny part is we've completed some of these other missions. We just can't do them because of silly Milan. Austria inherited Bohemia. So that actually in some ways weakens Austria. Although Austria is using the time to beat up Commonwealth. Usually a union is stronger than actually owning the land yourself. Still, it means Austria is third in the world. I almost have as much development as they do, which is funny. Florentine peasants. Why does Naples hate me for? Oh, because I decreased autonomy, yeah. Global trade just fired. It was not in my lands. I'm guessing it was probably England or Holland that got it. England, York, yeah. English Channel is wealthy. We were pretty close though. If I had known that, I probably could have focused it a bit more. We definitely make more money from trade than England. It's just their node is more valuable. The Netherlands and Holland here. Netherlands is up the Burgundy. Netherlands and Holland are just make that node so wealthy. Is there the Hellenic faith in EU4? I think there technically is, right? None of the countries in the world start with it, but I believe it's in here for historical reasons. Where is that? Oh, religions. Here's all the religions. Obviously, some don't have any provinces. Actually, I don't see Hellenic for some reason. Yeah, maybe it's not in-game. I know it's in the EU4 game. Sorry. Not in I know it's not necessarily in EU4, but I know it was in CK2. Which was really fun to try and do, restore it. I never managed to. And now that CK3 is out, everybody wants to just play that. Still inferior, in my opinion, to CK2, though. CK2 is still a better game, for the time being, obviously. There we go, up that. That should be steering, yeah, pretty good amount of money towards my lands. At least we got out of Italy. That was the big goal. And we can attack again before Tlemcen Ottomans can. Their only ally is Timbuktu. Oh, okay, we've learned what the world looks like, for those of you who are curious. The Ming have died. Let's just put it that way. The Ming have died. The Manchu have the Mandate of Heaven, and are not doing particularly well with it. Doing okay. Mongolia is a thing. Manchu got Beijing, so I'm guessing that's what happened. They're fighting the Usagi, who rule Japan. For Hosokawa has survived for a little while. Ming are actually intact, which is kind of hilarious because they lost the mandate. You could see a Ming restoration here if things went well for them. Delhi is dominating India along with Bengal and the yellow guy. Hormuz though is doing really well. As is Bukhara. What are their ideas? Separatism, pretty good. Poor Commonwealth is going to lose this war versus Austria. Austria's just too strong. Especially because Sweden got pounced on by Denmark at the same time. Oh, the extended timeline. Is there any native nation in Australia? Nope. There is no native nation in Australia. I think it's because Australia didn't have, like, a formal real government, as far as I understand. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but as far as I know, the native Australians didn't have a level of government equivalent to even, like, the North American natives. To be fair, they didn't really have immense structures of government like we imagine structures of government with, you know, palaces and courtrooms. They had a simpler but still functioning form of government. So yes, there should probably be a native nation in Australia, but there also should be native nations in almost all these islands. It's not like they weren't colonized. There are natives in those provinces. They just don't have an established government. Same thing with Siberia. It's not like there wasn't anybody up here. Especially around Mongolia, there's probably a lot. There go the Ottomans, dominating half the world. They're hostile to me now. Oh, they now desire my lands. That's worrisome, actually. with the Argos with it. We want the money, honestly, right now, rather than the troops. Yeah, which gotten any reforms lately? Oh, our average autonomy's up. Cabinet of Curiosities, yes. Check the reform. Maybe I don't have economic ideas. Thought I took economic ideas. I guess I was wrong. Let's make the estates more loyal. Annex Ferrera. Okay, yeah, we're gonna annex them. We got a mission for it now, so we don't take a penalty. The diplomatic penalty I'm trying to avoid. There we go. Now, of course, we get an inflation guy. We're about to hit 10% admin efficiency, 17 admin, which is really strong. "7 years till we can pick a fight in North Africa again." Obviously, lots of issues still trying to get Milan. You know what, though? Austria didn't lose enough troops in the Commonwealth War. They only... Oh, they did... Oh, wow, they took a lot of land. How'd they not get a coalition? Huh. They must have taken just right under the limit. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky there. Gifting them money. Crush them. Give them more local authority. Yeah, it doesn't make much difference. We're all over 50, so we'll see lands. Wait a second. Did the Hosokawa are in a civil war with like 4 provinces? I don't think I've seen such a small nation civil war. Usagi are getting crushed by rebels. Wow. I'm always positive the Manchu are going to win that war at this point. See, this is a tech here that would not be worth buying if I didn't get 3 innovativeness. 60% penalty. To be fair, for me, it's only 600, so... still expensive. Now we can build universities. Exactly what we want. Universities are only going to make me much richer as Italy. And the age is coming to an end. Which means absolutism is on its way, which means we need to take out some of these privileges. Even though we are a republic and we basically have no absolutism. Even the little bit we can get of 19 is going to be worth it. Okay. Still gonna take a while before we can start to annex Ferrera, just because of its size and its opinion of us. Flintlock muskets, one of the more useless techs in the game, giving cavalry more shock. Not really what we need, more cavalry shock, to be honest. Basically the last thing we need. Aztec War. Okay. Okay. I really need to... I think I've got a claim on, yeah, one of Milan's provinces. We're getting strong enough to almost be able to threaten them. Only Austria would stop protecting them. At least it's no longer a defender of the faith issue. Some more universities. At some point we've got to get Tuscany here to 50 development, which might be time to work on it now that it's got a university. Look at all those penalties up and down on that. That's crazy. 3 away. Be there pretty soon. No, until that. It's like we're gonna be there pretty soon. Lose 50 power. Yeah. Not gonna happen at the moment. Gonna have probably 2010 for development by the time we're done. Alright, 3 more years, then we can attack Tunis until it was guaranteed by Tlemcen. Ay, ay, ay. Tlemcen, buddy, I thought you were on my side. To be fair, this could be when I use this war to also smash Tlemcen and force them to annul treaties with the Ottomans. That might be a smart move, actually. We can gain control of North Africa. Especially with our modifiers, we can develop it relatively cheaply. Okay. For those of you who like nice round numbers, I'm not going to do 1921. I'm going to do 20, 20, 10. There we go. 50 development in our capital. And technically we could buy the institution. Do we want to, though? It's global trade, and we do have a lot of trade in our lands, right? Yeah, we'll wait a little bit. We'll wait till it gets cheap. It's not like we're having issues with tech. 150% ahead of time. 15 years ahead of tech. Not going to be a big issue for us. Two years. Another war in Africa. Let's get a fort down here. Sus is not necessarily the best place for a fort, but better than nothing. 7 trade power from some of these provinces. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. England just rivaled me. Okay, well I can counter-rival England now safely. And embargo them. Still want to find my way to Iberia at some point. Oh yes, also let's annex this guy. He's been a useful vassal, but it's time for him to depart. You know what? I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. I'm going to put on 10% cheaper development on all our mainland provinces. Nope, not enlistment. No enlistment needed here. Surprisingly fine on manpower. Okay. Slow progress, but progress. Also, pretty useless Splendor idea here right at the end of the age, but... Oh yeah, I'm getting to hunt pirates, though. Hello again, Average. You leave and come back. You don't have to say hi every time, but it's nice to see you back. This is only going to be a 2-hour stream because I'll probably do another stream tomorrow. Unless people prefer a longer stream today, in which case I will not be streaming tomorrow. 2-hour stream, 2 days in a row is a lot for me. 400. Gonna keep waiting, actually. No point in wasting any money at all. We're also going to put a university basically in every single province we own, which is a mass waste of wealth unless you're me and have way too many monarch points. Age of Absolutism has occurred. Preston, so it's popped up. Okay. This is what the world religion map looks like. Well, Protestantism and Reform did worse than I hoped. They didn't get any of the Nordic countries, did not get France. Didn't even manage to cause too many issues for Austria. Well, limited numbers of allies moving forward. First circumnavigation globe. Good for France. Ferrera has now been annexed. Fair enough. Oops, I should have taken the reform before I hit that button. I didn't even read what the impact was. I think England is programmed at some point to have bad errors. I can't say for sure, but I've seen it happen way too much for it to be a coincidence. There are certain nations that are not meant to get good errors early on. I think Saxony is another one. I mean, I may be crazy, but I've never had good errors early on in Saxony. Or yeah, there's no way I can get enough missionary strength there just yet. Humanist would not be the worst one for us to take for a idea group, though. For the future one, it would balance out some of this intolerance, but it would not solve the problem. To be fair, we could do Declaration of Indulgence, make heretics happier, but it doesn't solve the heathen issue we're having. We may just have to forcibly convert all North Africa. Oh, also, I am an idiot here. Like, I should have declared war on Tunis. Yeah, do that. War with Tunis needs to occur. War with Tunis and Tlemcen. We will force... Of course they're raiding my coast. We will force them to annul treaties with the Ottomans. Appointment by committee. Because we do have Austria for defensive wars. I'm pretty sure Austria could hold off the Ottomans. Sunday schools. Oh, nice. Missionary strength. I will take it. Okay, stop drilling. That's going to be a pretty major war here. Attack. We are going to go quality. Italy has pretty good ideas for quality, so if we double down on it, suppose we could go offensive. What do people think? Quality or offensive? Offensive, if we're going to conquer, might actually be more beneficial. Hi, Jasper. Nice, thank you. Hi, down. Get down, Mr. President. Yeah. Nice. What do people think, though? Quality or offensive? I'm asking because we could get, like, 2 if I bother to... Well, it doesn't stop this war, so let me know what you guys think. And, I'm gonna smash... guys. Smash my former allies, who were, until just a moment ago, my allies. This should be an easy war. We are definitely one of the strongest military nations, and they are weak, comparably. We're second in the world in military strength. Surely we can beat 2 North African nations. You to there, you to there. Yeah, yeah, we've got 2 more morale and more discipline. Easy wins. You there. I've read this description. Oh, well, that's not accurate. Offensive is not the best military idea group in the game. It is strong, though. I'll go offensive. It'll delay us a little bit on our next attack, but that's not an issue. Morocco's no longer about rival. Poor Morocco is fluctuating in power so much. Some days they are a rival, some days they're not a rival. Burgundy is no longer a valid rival. Wow. Did they just lose a war or something? But when in the... You know what? Could I force them to break alliances? No. So many issues with trying to form Italy. You think there should be like an alternate way, like you don't have to own Milan, but you have to own all of southern Italy or something? Honestly, it's going to be easier for me to get Naples and Sicily than it is going to be to get Milan, which is frustrating. I need to force this nation to release Clemson to release countries and annul treaties with the Ottomans. Then I'll have a good shot at controlling North Africa. And I gotta make sure I do not border the Ottomans by the end of all of this. No chance of me annexing Mamelukes. I'd really, actually, it'd be pretty awesome if I could vassalize the Mamelukes. The other thing I could try doing is becoming defender of the Protestant faith. And then it would be the defender of the Catholic faith and the defender of the Protestant faith allied to each other. That would be just bizarre. Tlemcen is a lot of troops. I'm impressed. They've been raising troops throughout this whole war, and they still have a lot. Timbuktu here is here as well. Okay, let's quick smash their military and then try and make... Come on, just march. For some reason, it's like my troops did not want to march into this one province. Weird. Okay, what can we do here? First priority, annul treaties with the Ottomans. And Aragon. To a large degree, we don't care about Central Africa. But if I force them to release nations, do that, that would hurt them quite a bit. And if I take that, okay, that's what we'll do then. Just need a little bit more war score. Now we can build galleots if we wanted to. Yes, I am gonna form Italy once I get Milan. Like, I've got a ways to go. I don't know how to get to Milan without fighting a war with Austria, the strongest military nation in the game. I think they're ranked 2 in military. They definitely should be 1 or 2 because they do have Hungary, and it does not add to their combat calculation. Okay, and then want some cash. Okay, not a like massive land grab, but we really didn't need a massive land grab there. Prestige. Okay, now it's just a matter of taking out what's left of. We should be able to, yeah, take basically whatever we want. The only one who cares is Ottomans. So we just got to be a little bit careful. Shouldn't be any trouble here. If possible, we want to take the coastline and cut off Tlemcen and Togut here from Tunis. We could almost vassalize Togut, which is 300 ideas and 30% cheaper tech is just ridiculous. We have so much cash. The issue in some ways actually is going to be Timbuktu. We're not going to get a full war score unless we invaded Timbuktu. Okay, we need that. Ideally, I want those. How bad is that? Ottomans don't care yet. Ottomans still don't care. Wow, we could take all this and the Ottomans do not care. But obviously we are going to do so. Yeah, they don't care whatsoever. Wow. Okay, I'd say we got really lucky there. Also, we'll just core these and massively raise the autonomy. We don't care about absolutism yet because we only have 14. Still working that. Revoke right of council. Revoke free enterprise. That gets us to 34 absolutism. Obviously, we're always going to be 15 less stuff. We could get rid of the increased levies eventually. Oh, make haste slowly is done. What does this give us? The moment has come. We could proclaim ourselves kings or reaffirm our commitment to the Republic. We become a monarchy. Or we could become a noble republic. We don't want to become a noble elite. I think we want to become a monarchy. Monarchies are much stronger. So yeah, we're going to swap to a monarchy. We don't have a great ruler, so he'll die soon. So we are now a monarchy. Awesome. Now we have to pick some reforms. Manpower. Decentralized. Admin. Royal decree. Governing capacity. Political absolute. There we go. We just totally swapped to a monarchy. And we're going to do this one. Anti-spies. Tuscan Maghreb. Happy New Year, Carlsberg. What are we size-wise? We are 5th. England's a little bit larger, but I think that's colonies. All we need is a missionary, really, and then we can convert North Africa. We swap one of these. We'll swap the disciplined missionary strength. And if we turn this to strength, should be able to, yeah, convert at a reasonable pace. Different countries, different time zone. It's rather weird. Speaking of which, we now have excess governing capacity, which is fun. In fact, we have a massive amount of governing capacity. My gosh. It's like it gave us all the governing capacity from the Republic. So let's just keep doing this. Sorry, this is going to take like a whole minute or two just to... all this. We got 360 from expanded administration. That is ridiculous. We got to be careful though. If this guy dies, the Habsburgs will gain part of our throne. Want that. I guess I will royal marriage France. We also have a free merchant now. We'll do Alexandria, I guess. Improving relations with Morocco. We'll ally France as well. So this is now what our alliance network looks like. We still can't expand. Although if we call in France, we almost could break the Austrian hegemony on southern Germany, northern Italy. It may be time for us to consider swapping to Aragon and France over our alliance with Austria. But I do feel a little bit bad about betraying them. We'll put them on outraged. Wait, we'll leave them on threatening, I guess. We'll put one on allies, turn off, counter spy on the Ottomans. The Ottomans, if they're crazy enough to attack us, are going to wander into one heck of an alliance network. Considering Austria is technically stronger than the Ottomans right now. Could be worth considering a invasion of the Ottomans soon. Maybe. Need an heir for the government here. Suppose I could strengthen up my government, or I could just get a Habsburg on the throne and then potentially try and union Austria. These are now potential maneuvers. The knights are raiding us. We gotta get rid of the knights at some point. I think I could just vassalize them. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll vassalize the Knights of Rhodes and then use their claims to attack the Ottomans. Feed the Knights provinces in the Ottomans' lands. I actually don't think they have any claims, do they? That's too bad. Yes, I knew no sea bead Tunis. They were getting beat up by both the Ottomans and Tlemcen. I allied Tlemcen in hopes of using Tlemcen to go and invade Tunis and get given lands, but they refused to call me to arms, so I invaded regardless. I could afford the stability loss, and the AE wasn't that bad. Story. Oh, Sardinia, I was rooting for you, buddy. You just got annihilated. We have a terrible heir, but he is an heir. We're gonna get rid of him. We have a terrible heir. 2-1-1 is horrible. I can do better than that, even if the Austrians get into our government. They're not gonna take over our government, which is great. Like, or French. Valois. We have options. Shame we can't pick and choose who our heir is, because we could like get concessions from the countries to potentially become kings in Italy. Let's get all this done. Not the best land in the world, but as I said, we have massively excessive admin capacity at the moment. We don't really care. Let's put on religious unity because we do want to convert all this. Protestant North Africa is the goal here for the moment. It'll take a while, but there we go. 535 heir who's strong. Perfect. Guy's 77 and he managed to father a child with a 29-year-old apparently. Well, at least he's got an heir. Will help France. Okay. So Gert is not attackable for another 11 years. Tlemcen attackable in the same time frame. Tunis is now guaranteed by them. Again, attackable in 10 years. Well, I guess we're going to get going back into Tunis and Tlemcen in 10 years. And our king died right afterwards. So that heir was about perfectly timed. Awesome. Have excess admin points, so let's just do some quick dev. 15 development on Spolito? Want to guess? Almost 800 development in Italy. I mean, to be fair, we do have land outside of Italy, but it's Italy that's developed. Almost all our provinces are 20 dev in Italy. Few exceptions, obviously. That we got all the government reforms instantly for a monarchy is ridiculous. We're at 89 absolutism. Cannons just became even more effective, and cavalry got an actual upgrade for one. All this. I'm totally gonna vassalize the knights here. That's at all possible. We can intervene to aid the Commonwealth versus Russia and Austria. Nope. I like living. We actually cannot ally the knights. Because the stupid raided coast. Transfer trade power, maybe? Yeah, that helps. Bids. Okay, that's all we needed was the transfer trade power. Send them a gift, probably. Yep. And this gives us a vassal that is pretty much entirely useless, except as a fortress here in the Mediterranean. Let's see, what are their missions? Crusader fleet. There's, yeah, that doesn't work. Fortify Malta, have a shipyard. Gains permanent claims on all the provinces I own in Africa. Okay. So I guess I could have tried to vassalize them before and use their claims, but I wasn't bordering them, so I probably couldn't have anyway. What else can we do here? Sway the Pope. That's not anything I can do, especially because it can't be a subject nation for any of these. Darn. I didn't realize they had all these different missions here. It's kind of cool. I may have to go play the knights. Like this one, Converted Holy Lands. They've got some like end of the game modifiers. Ooh, Guardians of the Fountain. What I thought. Oh wow, I could give them all of the African stuff. If only they'd colonize, I could actually do something. In the meantime, though, they need a shipyard and a better fort. Shipyard. Nope, not developed enough. Not like we can't afford to develop them, right? We can get it to 20, then I can build the fort. I think that's going to be more valuable than the shipyard. Really wish I could meddle and force them to disband stuff, but I can't. Well, at least we'll make Malta a half decently valuable province. Of course, then I'm going to have to pay extra points to annex them later, but if I could get plus 50 defense on Malta, that is just kind of cool. Plus 50 fort defense on a province. Ridiculous. Even if no one is ever going to siege it. Okay, level 4 fort. Only said level 3 was needed, but we'll do 4. I can attack these guys in 8 years. Our regent sucks, though. It is not a good regent. Sets could be worse, but not much. Prestige from battles, something we definitely don't really need. Considering all our bonuses we have. Let's insult one of our rivals. Get over 50 power projection, just realizing. There's France again. Ooh, what else can we do? I could no CB Morocco. Not worth it. We're not going to know CB Morocco. Although, if I could somehow vassalize Castile, that would be cool. Not going to happen for a while. Not going to happen, unfortunately. Protestantism is finally being pushed back, which is fortunate. After all, I'm in favor of the Protestants here, being a Protestant Italy. Well, the conversion of North Africa is going fairly quickly. Ability. Yeah, France died off. Clemson rivaled me. If he dies, we inherit him. 36. There's a very, very small chance we get that. If we did, though, that would change the entire game. It would change everything if we inherited France all of a sudden. Oh, great. Probably too much to hope for, obviously. France, they don't tend to issues. Same dynasty on the Commonwealth, Cleves, me, and Stettin. The only reason we have it the same dynasty is because of our regent. Still, kind of cool. No Italy by then. Yeah. Here's what I'm looking at. A Milan that's in the Empire and allied to these people. And this is the Austria Emperor who's defending them. It's not lame. It's quite intelligent not to have formed Italy at this point. Besides, we're invading North Africa. We're on pace to do very well. There would get us nothing attacking Italy. Attacking Milan at this point. Except a quick death. Get a little bit further. Siege ability. Really want to develop Malta anymore. They got the Maltese fortifications though. Now they've got claims on only my lands. Oh well. We'll annex Malta whenever they're ready to be annexed. 6 years, I guess. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. Inherit Russia and everything. Amazing. Russia tends to be, I think, one of the largest nations that's consistently union. Because they have no allies, really. Nobody's willing to royal marriage them other than the Commonwealth, who odds are they're at war with. We could poke our heads a little bit at the Mamelukes here to cause trouble. Be one heck of a sweet fight, though. I wouldn't mind Benghazi here, just because it gives us trade power. Ethiopia is doing well. At some point, Ethiopia is going to get into a fight with the Ottomans, and that's the end of Ethiopia. It's usually what happens to them. The odds are we could actually survive an Ottoman fight, which is funny. Not on our own, but with our allies, we could probably beat the Ottomans. The Austrians would cause some trouble somewhere. I should put my ships back to hunting pirates, of course. Yeah, the diplomacy is ridiculous. I figured you were kidding, but I still have to defend myself because this is just ridiculous. Milan going back into the Empire and Austria inheriting Hungary and then enforcing a union over Bohemia is just, ugh. Problematic is what it is. Problematic. France still doesn't have an heir. Interesting. Do that. Holy Roman intervention. Kallenberg. Where the heck is Kallenberg? I can safely say I've never seen the name Kallenberg in this game. I'm going to look this up. Kallenberg. Okay, let's join the war, and now I'm going to hunt down where the heck Kallenberg is. Kallenberg is here in Hoya. I have never heard of this. The Lüneburger traditions. Okay, so they're just a weird nation to be there. Strange. That's strange. I know we're technically at war, but I don't think I'm going to do anything. If Austria needs my help in this war, there's a problem. Wish Milan would ally somebody outside of the HRE beyond Burgundy. I mean, seriously. Also, I think the music is stuck. I don't know about you guys. I think the music on my game was just playing the same, like, one line of music over and over there for, like, 10 minutes. Can't threaten war because I'm at war. Yeah. That annoying thing. We don't really need the levies anymore. We're basically not going to be able to take any land from estates anymore, which we don't need to. So we have a maximum of 91 absolutes. We've met 2 of the requirements here for Age of Absolutism. We'd found 1 trade company, but that's not what we need. Got such valuable land, it's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever bothered to build Italy this tall. I know Italy is super valuable land, I've just never built them this tall. I mean, other than Florence's capital, I've never bothered to develop everything around it to 20. We could almost go on a hunt in my land in Italy to find provinces that aren't at 20 and develop them. Like there, now it's 20. I think everything else is basically 20. Oops. Mission to make everything in Italy 20 development. That would be it. That's the new mission. Since we can't form Italy, we can at least make everything else in Italy 20 development. That's as much as we can do at the moment. Kallenberg lost. At least didn't get annexed. Poor Kallenberg. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I've never heard of you before, but let's root for him anyway. These no longer valid. These valid rival things are an issue. Let's look. No marriage with Aragon ended. Okay. France did get an heir, unfortunately. When I say I was rooting to suddenly become king of France, would have been awesome. They are invading my lands. This must stop. This cannot be allowed. Wow, they're actually making like a serious attempt at taking my lands too. Okay, England has shown up with troops, which is a slight bit unexpected. Not expect to see England in my lands anytime soon. Not only in my lands, like actually taking my fort at a very fast pace. Not. mean, clearly we're going to win the war. I just don't want them to pillage all my lands in the process. Get out. Okay, I really did not need to send more than one army. Oh, my bad there. That was way too easy. I guess we'll just move this army back then. Our army is very strong, so... Holland's out. We can attack these guys in October. Still cannot find a way to attack Milan. I just want Milan for the overpowered Italian ideas. That's my whole goal for this. Whole goal is getting Milan. Ridiculous. Cert here was converted. I've done my very little part for this war. 8 war score. France, 48,000 pales. Like, France has surprisingly few amount of troops here. Very low number of troops. Really kind of surprised they have so few troops. Oh, I need to get this island this time. I keep forgetting to take this island. Actually, I have claims. August, I think it was. October. Admin efficiency, of course. Okay, we've converted all of our North African lands, except for the one we can't do right now. We could give the Knights that province. I don't think that would qualify for their mission, though, would it? One of the following must be true. Oh, I can just give them one province and they complete that. Interesting. I think I'll do that. I'm going to attack and give the Knights this province. It's only one. It's going to be really easy to pull off this mission. Australia apparently is Portuguese. These guys just, of course, immediately re-allied Morocco, re-allied the Ottomans. Prep for an invasion of Touggourt, and then if we use Touggourt, we might also be able to get to Morocco. Tlemcen obviously is going to be a larger war, probably involving Austria and the Ottomans. Okay, Fezzan has fallen. I don't want to march to Timbuktu, but I got to. Off we go to Timbuktu. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Let's do that. Finish off offensive ideas. Discipline. Do other stuff. Modern siege weapons compared to fort defense and maintenance. We'll do that. We'll do the fort defense and maintenance rather. Alright, we'll take off that one. It's not like we're lacking in cash. We've got like 30 siege ability and actually good siege generals now. Supposedly. That was a very fast idea group too, which is great. That army's gone. Any chance you want peace? Nope. We definitely want to give this to the knights. And now we just wait again. Building more manufactories in North Africa, because why not? 4 favors from Austria. Austria just got rid of Hungary. That means war with the Ottomans incoming from Austria, because now they're going to have claims on all this. Also, the HRE is going to be massive. Yeah. Delightful. In some ways, it's not a bad thing if Austria owns it. It's just annoying. It's fighting Austria is good. I'm going to try and do Rome, which is the long-term goal here. Now build cathedrals, though. I think our first cathedral is probably going to go up in our capital. Actually, it's not. Interesting. I'd assume that Milan would have been the best, most valuable. Not Milan. Florence would have been the most valuable one to stick it in. There we go. And that we should have. Yep, 100 war score. Raiding our coast. I need to stop the raids. Also lost a general. Okay. We'll get a claim here. I am going to ferry this army over first, though. There we go. That's the end of Tunis. And now the knights claims on Tlemcen. Awesome. So I could feed them more land in the long run. But the crusade against piracy is not particularly valuable for us. Also, they're not going to colonize, so this doesn't matter. So I could annex them, but I think we'll probably save them for future war, their claims. For now, it's going to be an invasion of Morocco and Togur. As long as the Ottomans don't care. They don't. Nobody really cares about North Africa. Which is kind of sad, considering not entirely useless area. Morocco will not join because of attitude towards enemies? Wait a second. Morocco likes me? Let's insult them. I don't want Morocco to like me. Oh, maybe it takes time to adjust the relation towards enemies. I don't want Morocco to like me. I want Morocco to hate me. Oh, bother. Let's pay off Morocco's debt. Take on foreign debt. There we are. Of course, now they may like me again. Nope, they don't like me enough. Awesome. Let's insult these guys so we don't lose stability. Okay, now we can attack these guys. Morocco, whose loans we just paid off, we're now going to kill. There we go. Good diplomacy, right? Pay their debts off, then kill them. These guys probably are not going to give military access. Oh, they will give military access. Thank you. To Morocco we go. Who knows? Maybe we'll recreate Rome by doing Rome's historical conquest. Italy, then North Africa, then into France, I guess? I don't know. This is a weird Florence game that North Africa is my only route of expansion. To be fair, Milan joining the HRE just screwed me over. Not what should have happened. Never should have happened. Well, the odds are this will be the last war for this stream. Might as well be a bit reckless, right? Our king has finally come to the throne. Awesome. Needs a consort, though. Anybody we can marry? No one we really want to. He's a zealot, though. Oh, that's kind of nice. Also, Morocco's fort here is falling instantly. Yeah, that wasn't even one full reroll I took over there for it. Wow. Stavian infantry. Any chance in the world I could vassalize more? No. All of course I need is a single Moroccan province there. Standardized uniforms. Not what I need. I want those provinces. And I can convert them fairly rapidly. Ottomans don't care. Awesome. Really, the only one who could slow me down right now is the Ottomans. My conquest of Africa. So we will just not allow them to. Automatically there, yes. For all. The rise of the skinny continues. Almost 900 development. So many revolts. This was a very aggressive jump all the way over here. I could also go after Austria's defender, the Catholic. I'm getting to the point where I'm almost ready to break with Austria over this. Yeah, we may have to break with Austria next stream. Break with Austria, seize some land. Hopefully keep France happy. France and Aragon, if we keep them happy, we should have equivalent might to Austria. But I kind of want to use Austria against the Ottomans. Maybe we use Austria against the Ottomans, break the Ottomans first, like right here. Break this area. Then turn on Austria. Really like to be able to like vassalize Castile, but very unlikely to happen. At least North Africa will be stable at the end of all this, now that we're converting it all. Catholics dominant faith of HRA. Ah, darn. No holy war, though. I'm honestly a bit surprised. Oh, wow. Austria purged them all from... Impressive. Thank goodness there's still a lot down here. There will be no powerful HRE this game. Thankfully. Oh, I can also turn off all the conversion of... Alright, let's put them on development. Can't convert this one though, right? This is going to be another big investment from me in terms of provinces. Aragon only did that because I saved Aragon. Partially. There was a, you can go back and watch it, but basically Aragon got independence because of a war I think that I caused. And France and England both supported their independence. That's why Aragon, still with France, is super powerful. France and me. And then I beat up Castile. I really hammered Castile for stuff. We should be able to core them. Got about 10 minutes here until we stop. Stop for the day. I'll do this again tomorrow, I guess. Probably same time. Ish. Oh, wait, yeah, this guy died out, right? Yeah. We actually need a advisor. Give me a good advisor. Not you. There we go. The funny part is I can just keep firing advisors till I get a good one. We don't really have anything we're focusing on. That should speed up the conversion significantly in provinces. Admin or military? Pick admin. I mean, after all, we've only added 400 to our expanded administration, which is ridiculous. Attack you. This would be a pretty close war, actually. We're gonna need a claim on Morocco in the future. We can take over the rest of this area. We're gonna be in really good shape. Obviously, there will at some point be a war against Naples. Against Aragon for Naples. After all, one can't have Italy unless one has Naples. But UN put on converting. Protestant and Tuscan North Africa. Fun place to live, huh? Let's do some development, I guess. Our goal is to get as much as possible to 20. Even if it's not the most efficient. Look at that. Developed North Africa. Ay, ay, ay. What is this insanity I'm perpetrating on this game? Developed prosperous North Africa. Tunis 23 development is equivalent to provinces in France. Why not? Why not, right? $930 development. Or when I annex these knights, which we're definitely going to work on now. We have a new heir. Oh, 454. Yeah, I'll take him. He's probably going to die, though. That is always the way. Good heirs die young. Do we want to rival Russia? They are allied to Austria. That could cause tensions between me and Austria. On the other hand, an Austrian-Russian alliance, it's almost as bad as like an Austrian-Russian auto alliance. We'll rival Austria. We'll get a claim on Fez. We'll insult. Actually, we'll just embargo Russia. That'll keep us over 50 for the moment. Oh, we should embargo these guys. And then we're kind of waiting for either the Ottomans or Russians, or sorry, the Ottomans or the Austrians to get into war. I would say we can win that war. I'm not going to launch it now, though. I'd like France, ideally. Why wouldn't France join? French manpowers. Okay. Well, that's probably going to be it for this stream, basically. I'll go for a couple more minutes, but we're not going to launch that war till next time, basically. Oh, this is good. So Morocco must have done the mission that gives access to Timbuktu. So we may actually end up invading Africa before we get back into Europe. Not looking for... Anyway, let's get another army out here. We should be much stronger than we are at the moment. So 36 troops, basically. Treaty with North Morocco. Slow conversion, but conversion nonetheless. This is basically going to be the model for our European armies from now on. Nice, powerful. Lots of cannons, low cavalry, good infantry. Almost afford another one. $79 gold from trade. England's 101. They're beating me. How dare they beat me at that? Revolts left, revolts on the right, revolts on the left. Tlemcen stuck in the middle on its own. I guess we upgrade centers of trade, to be honest. May upgrade Naples to like the highest level of trade. We can. Oh. Can't convert because I bothered to invest in stuff. My bad. Okay. Cool. Ottomans picked a fight with Bosnia. Is that going to be enough to keep them out of this war? No. The Ottomans like me, hilariously enough. Still will call them to defend them. Oh, we just randomly gained claims against them that we already had. No sense. Oh yeah. Cores and conversion. Either way. And I should spend this cash up. Cheers is a center of trade, so these developed. Shoot. Take the cash. Yes. So we're in a good position, really. So, that'll be it for this stream. I think I'll stop here. It's been a little over 2 hours. I started a couple minutes early. This is our empire, 931 development. You know what? We could actually... No, we'll try the innovate. That's our development. It's, Africa's and Italy is looking nicely developed. Let's just get these to 20 before I forget. Yeah, all to 20 in... Oh, I didn't get these to 20. Whoops. There we go. All of my Italian territory should be Dev 20 now. And then eventually, and I guess now we're kind of just working on North Africa. Oh well. Valuable development everywhere. Almost gonna hit 1,000. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll do a stream tomorrow at the same time, probably 2 hours, and we'll see you guys all then. Bye for now.